Woody Wommack and Adam Gorney here in lovely Los Angeles. Signing day, live, local, late breaking, and we are joined by a special guest, North Carolina head coach Mack Brown. Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, guys. How are you?
Oh, great, man. We're used to watching you on TV on signing day. Now you're back. Now you're back out here sweating faxes and phone calls and emails. What's it like being back in the chair, on signing day? I know you did it last year, but this was your first full cycle.
Well, it's a lot of fun, just for the challenge and the fun to get to meet these families and try to educate them on the recruiting process and see who fits. Sitting in your all's chair for the last 5 years was fun too, but I can say it was a lot more relaxing than what you do on this other side, because we have absolutely no control of who's going to sign when we start offering these scholarships, and we're already talking to 21s and 22s and so the process now is about 2 years out.
You really surprised a lot of people on the field with what you guys were able to do this year. You were in every game. I don't think you guys lost a game by more than one score. So tell us how you were able to kind of come in there and take the talent that was on the roster and get the school back on the winning track and, more importantly, get in a bowl game.
Coach Fedora left us really good kids and some good players. And then we had the addition of Sam Howell, the young quarterback from Charlotte that had a tremendous year. And we had some speed. We spread people out. We were playing really well on defense early in the year, and then we lost 5 defensive backs, which we got so thin that it was difficult there for a while. But I thought the last 3 games we ended up well. And we felt like more than anything else, they lost a lot of close games. We lost some last year, but they just needed to go back and gain some confidence and go back and understand how to win again. And they've done everything we've asked them to do. It's fun. We felt like we hired a great staff, and these guys have come in. We've upgraded some facilities. We've helped them in some other areas, and they're really excited. We have a team meeting this afternoon, and they're all excited about spring practice. So it's fun, and our fans quit coming when we were losing, and there were some disappointments, and then we were one of only 8 in the country that filled the stands every game last year. So a lot of positive things, I think, around the team that helped them rally to win.
Max, speaking of speed and spreading guys out and getting the ball, Josh Downs was a guy we loved in San Antonio at the All-American Bowl. How big is he going to be for your offense, and how fun is it going to be to figure out to get the ball to him in a variety of ways?
I think he's just so key, because when you get a ball to a guy that has a chance to score every time he touches it, it makes a difference. And we've got Daz Newsome in that slot position. So when you start looking at Daz Newsome and Josh Downs, there will be absolutely no drop-off. We can keep them both fresh and find just different ways to get the ball in their hands. When I worked at Oklahoma, Coach Switzer always said, don't ever let a guy touch it that doesn't have a chance to score when he touches it. And anytime Josh Downs touches it, he's got a chance to score.
And on the defensive side of the ball, you guys went up to Sanford, where my family lives. I'm up there all the time, and you got Desmond Evans, a guy that a lot of people think can maybe even develop into a first-round pick someday. Tell us about him and just kind of the raw athlete you're getting and the kind of things he could do to really get after the quarterback and help you guys right away on defense.
Yes, we felt like an area we had to upgrade was pass rush. And we wanted to be able to rush the passer without the blitz. So that means your front 4. And Desmond's 6'6", he's 235 pounds, he can run, he's a basketball player, he's got a lot of length because it's hard to sack a quarterback nowadays, but you can get your hands up and affect the quarterback's throw, bat some balls down, and we just think that he's got special talent and was a guy we had to stay in the state to start improving our front 4 and our pass rush.
And then you talked about depth in the secondary. A guy that really comes in and fills a need is Cameron Roseman Sinclair. Kind of quiet throughout his recruitment, committed early, not a lot going on there, but what do you like about him and his game?
Cam's tough. He played at Myers Park. He's a guy that loved, but he's a guy that wanted to be here. He had no interest in going anywhere else. He didn't want to visit anywhere else. In fact, he called us and said, Coach, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get this done. It was about this time last year. He never wavered and helped us recruit a lot of other guys. He's actually in school now, and he's doing a tremendous job for us. So we feel like that we'll have much more depth and a much more talented secondary this year than we had last year.
You mentioned the calendar changing, and you guys are already looking at 21s and 22s. How hard was that adjustment for you, and kind of, how much did it come to your attention when you came back and saw, the calendar has really changed over the last 5 years that you were away?
I think the early signing date has been the biggest change for me, because your recruiting schedule is different. You start having official visits in the spring, and obviously 6 years ago when I was still doing this, we didn't have that. The fact that guys now come on official visits during the season, we did that some, but at Texas, we usually had our class done in February a year before, most of them, and then they would come in December after their season was over. So we're still looking at that model here, but it just changes some, because guys you're recruiting guys 2 years now, right before they sign, and that's the other reason to sign guys close to home, because they can be on your campus so often. I bet guys last year that we signed were on our campus between 5 and 10 times. They're coming for every camp. They're coming for spring practice. They're coming for games in the fall. They're coming for a barbecue in the summer. They're coming for an official visit in either early June or December. So getting used to it, I really wish, guys, we had a signing date in June. I think the guys that you recruit for a year and a half or two, and they're sitting here in the summer, and they're committed and they want to sign, that would help our high school coaches not have to worry with coaches coming to see them and kids trying to take visits. So I think it would really be helpful if we just added another signing day and tried to get it done. I was on the American Football Coaches Association board, and I was actually the president when we put forth the early signing date. And the coaches on that board put forth an early signing date in December for early enrollees and for guys who were legacy kids that wanted to come to North Carolina or an NC State or a Clemson, didn't want to go anywhere else. They were just going to take one visit. And then the NCAA took that and said, we can't limit who signs and who doesn't sign. So they opened it up to every kid signing across the country, and now that's pretty much what's happened.
Well, Coach, we really appreciate it. I don't know about mine and Adam's wives, if they would really want another sign. They're already on us about 2 signing days. I don't know if we could have 3.
Yeah, let's don't blame it on me.
Right.
Okay. My wife would like it because we'd have them already in, and I wouldn't have to be as stressed in the fall. So what's good for one wife's not good for all the others. So we got to understand that.
All right, Coach, really appreciate you joining us, and good luck as you get out there and try to chase down the class of 2021.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks.
Okay, appreciate it.